What advice do you have for the young artists now? Because we've lost a lot of them. You know, what do you think is going on in hip hop? You know, for me, I was getting stressed out. I was talking to the young folks, like my little brother over here, Kadar. Who is going to do their throwback concerts?
Yeah.
Who's going to be here to perform that stuff? What has that been like for you watching hip hop and the trajectory of it all from crisscross all the way up until now, but then seeing somewhere in the mix, everybody started to kind of drop off, man.
I mean, it's sad for me because, once again, like, as much as I say we started, I don't want to say we started this trend, but Kris Kelley died from the same thing that, you know what I mean, Rich Homie Quan just passed away from. And what's crazy is Kris Kelley is the person who introduced me to Rich Homie Quan.
What?
And so it's an epidemic in our community.
Yeah.
I think I saw somebody on your show.
Yeah, Rich Homie Monte.
Yeah, Rich Homie Monte saying that, you know, niggas that allow their homeboys to do this shit, they fuck niggas in this.
Yeah.
I watched it just like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And I want to say that. I want to say that it's on the OGs, and I'm by myself, guys. So when I'm saying this, don't say, "Well, JD, you ain't say it." I can't take up for everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
It's some other niggas that's older than me.
Right.
That's around some of these young niggas that need to tell these niggas, like, dog, listen, I understand y'all niggas getting high. I understand y'all niggas doing what y'all want to do. But I have a thing with me, I will say this, that I tell everybody around me. I do not understand for the life of me how anybody black is allowed to make $1 million from anywhere and you fuck it up. And I'm not gonna say more than that. It ain't gotta be 100 or 1 million.
Right.
You get to that $1 million spot legally and you throw your life away. I do not subscribe to none of that. I don't understand that shit. I don't get it for the life of me. I don't care if you feel like, you know, I just you know, without me saying a whole bunch of shit that's gonna explode on the internet. I don't understand it. I can't, you know, cause I come from a place where I used to buy sneakers from motherfucker Sunshine, the Sunshine, what's this shit called?
Walters?
Nah, it was a store on Old National. It was a store on Old National called Sunshine, something department store. It was Sunshine department store, I think. And they had Pro Kids in there for $6. These is the sneakers I was wearing.
Yeah.
When I think I met Crisscross. Or maybe I might have a little bit of money because of sometimes leather. But for the most part, you know, and I've been successful for a long time, so people don't actually even understand me saying that I haven't been successful and I ain't had shit. But I have been in the space of not having shit. And when you ain't got shit and you get $1 million, $1 million is like $1 trillion to a nigga who ain't got nothing. Right? So if you're a young black man and you have the opportunity to get a check with your name on it that say $1 million, the last thing you should be trying to do is lean yourself out. Fuck with some bitches that's gonna fuck your shit up.
Right.
Beat a nigga ass that's gonna take your money for all this shit.
Come on.
None of that shit makes sense to me when you get an opportunity to make money. Cause I'm saying, only way I see it is that niggas is lucking up and this is not something that they actually plan. Right? I be sitting around talking to myself. I take these walks every day now. Well, I take these walks and I'm talking to myself about what's going to happen, right? And I'm prepared for the success, right? But I'm also prepared for the failure because I'm talking to myself. But I'm also prepared for the failure in a way where, like, listen, I know I ain't do this, and I know I ain't do this, and I know I ain't do this. So if it don't work, it just wasn't God's plan for it to work for me. Because I'm not putting no energy in that direction.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't see how none of these basketball players, rappers, none of these niggas, I don't understand how you fuck off. These niggas fucking off millions. We not talking about, I'm telling you at the bare minimum $1 million. Just say $1 million. we start talking about $100 to $200 million, and you like, fuck that shit. What? What we talking about? Like, I just don't understand it, right? So that's all I'm saying. I just feel like, and that's my advice to any young nigga. Like, if you have something, and you might not get to, you might make $10,000 legally.
Yeah.
If you make $10,000, you know, and that $10,000 turn into $100,000. You should start thinking about ways to not fuck that up. And I think that's what the thing is. I think that we not putting that much impression on people to make them realize, like, dog, listen, same thing I'm saying about experiences. If you experience life where you can make, like me, came to a conclusion where I'm like, yo, I'm the first person in my entire family to become a millionaire at 19. Mm-hmm. In my entire family, not just my mom and my dad. I'm talking about shit.
Everybody.
Down. We can keep going down the line, right? That's a whole, that means you are a different person. You're a different type of breed. And you got to look at your life differently, and you got to respect it and select what you do differently and move differently. And that's, I just know how bad I wanted to be in this place, how bad I wanted to be in this space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How much I wanted the studio. You know what I mean? Like, I always wanted the studio. So what I'm gonna do? Fuck it up and be back in the basement of my mom? Hell no. Hell no. Like, it's no way possible you can get that from me. So that's what I'm saying. I don't understand, and I feel like us OGs, we gotta put more pressure on niggas to understand that type of shit. Like, ain't nothing gonna happen good out of drugs, right? Yeah. I get it if you in the studio and you gotta smoke and you gotta get in your vibe.
Right.
Cool. I'm not saying I'm a saint. I'm not getting ready to sit here and act like that. But getting in your vibe and ODing is two different things.
Right.
Like, for real.
Gotta come across the Mexican border with a barrel.
You know what I mean? And I like I said, I watched the dude on y'all show, and he was saying that niggas know that they selling fucked up pills. Word up. If you know that you doing that, why you giving that to your homeboy?
Exactly.
Your homeboy, you want your homeboy to fuck up and cause once your homeboy fucked up, if he getting money, you not getting no more money either.
Exactly. Right.
It cut the water off of everybody.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel about that. I feel like the young generation don't take life as serious as they should. And we only get one of these motherfuckers. It ain't no video game.
Exactly. Or practice.
You know what I mean? Hell nah.